Welcome to Smoke Shop.
Hey guys, well, once again, everything's a mess. I know you don't want to watch me clean my shop, but frankly, I had some footage started. Realized that the microphone was not linked for whatever reason. Sometimes it just randomly doesn't connect. And so basically, my entire intro and opening shots are without sound. That video was going to be something on the RV, which would be outdoors. There's now weather. There's always weather. Whether the weather is cold or hot, there will be weather, whether or not. My mom taught me that. Thanks, Ma. Anyway, there's inclement weather approaching. It looks like it's going to rain, and I'm not going to get caught outside in the rain. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plane. So I'm not sure exactly what we're going to end up focused on, but for right now, I need to straighten up the shop, and maybe we'll just get some shots of that. Yes! Totally digging it. So far. That's the kitty from the Keepness. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. What the hell is that, Smoke? Yeah. Well, kids, this is an Optigan. Stereophonic, phonic, Optigan. But it really is an Optigan. It's an optical organ. Y'all are gonna dig this. Be right back. So the YouTube algorithm is a complicated thing. When growing a new YouTube channel, your primary goal is to grow an audience. Now, the best way to build an audience is to niche down and get very specific in what you're doing videos about. I've done pretty much the exact opposite because I want my channel to be stuff that I enjoy doing. I'm hoping at this point that enough of my viewers will appreciate music and neat machines and toys that I can break this thing out. I don't know if wind is necessarily the best thing. I'm probably blowing dust in places that I don't want it. But I want to make it at least presentable. I just did a quick Google search, and we're just on Wikipedia. The Optigan, electronic keyboard instrument designed for the consumer market. Yeah, this is all the stuff I already said. Later versions built under license and aimed at the professional market were sold under the name Orchestron. Basically, this thing was made to be in your living room so that you could hang out with your family and easily make music. Engineering work on the project began in 1968 and the first patents issued in 1970. It was released in 1971 by Optigan Corporation, a subsidiary of toy manufacturer Mattel. And it was manufactured in Compton, California. That's right, this is one of the original OG boys from the hood. Anyway. Because the boys in the hood are always hard. Get it? At least one TV commercial from the era exists. It was promoted in at least one Sears Roebuck catalog. All rights to the Optigan, the disc format, and all previous discs were sold in 1973 to Minor Industries of New York City, an organ manufacturer who formed a subsidiary, Optical. Sales declined shortly thereafter. Production of the Optigan and its discs ceased in 1976. Now then, oh, see, there's nothing on here, but I'm pretty sure that there are people to this day that are still making discs for this. But for now, I would like to introduce you to the Optigan. Now, I got lucky and scored a whole bunch of discs with this unit. I don't even remember. I think I picked this unit up at a thrift store. I'm pretty good at research, which is what's made me a lot of money doing thrift store stuff on eBay. It's kind of what you have to do. So I was able to walk up to this thing that people had no idea what it was, didn't recognize it or anything. And as soon as I saw that name and that logo, I knew something was interesting about it. And being curious, I realized that this was open. And as soon as I opened it and saw these, I closed it and put it in my cart and brought it up front and bought it. Then I started doing some research and said, wow, that was a really good move. Because just these discs are worth money if I wanted to play that game. The problem that I have is probably going to be silverfish, which hopefully have not screwed up the actual discs, but I'm sure have screwed up the paper items and are probably living inside of there. I hate silverfish. They frustrate the heck out of me. I don't know where I picked them up. Somewhere in my travels over the years, I picked up silverfish. And until you get rid of every bit of paper you've ever had, you just have silverfish. So I don't know what you can see or if there's a glare on that, but basically this is an optical, again, an optical disc. It's plastic like a laminate. I don't know what thickness of it is. I'm sure we can find that out too. One of these is, so we've got 4 windows here. One of them is red, and that's basically to indicate on that logo up top that I showed you earlier. You'll see. I'm not sure if it works or not, actually. But anyway, the beat. So, without getting too into everything, without showing you something interesting, this is Banjo Sing-Along. Each one of these discs, again, some of them are more valuable than others, but alone have value. Folk and Other Moods guitar. We'll do that just because it's here. Yeah, well, let's just see. And that's it. It's as simple as that. You just put it in there. It may be cleaned by applying a good commercial film cleaner containing a lubricant with a soft lint-free. Never use water. I'm glad I read that. So there is cleaning instructions on here. We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that. Oh gosh. Later, don't ruin it. No, just sit still. Okay. So, what we're hoping for this time is to actually have power. Last time I did not, and I didn't realize again that it was in my extension cord, not in the unit. And I just assumed that the unit had stopped working. Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna get it, guys. So as you can tell right now, it's a little bit messed up. Now, all this stuff would be done digitally, of course, nowadays. But that's the beauty of this is not digital at all. This is optical. Isn't that amazing? I'm sure you're like, what the hell? But it's amazing, trust me. I know this isn't what you signed on for. But it's Smoke Shop. I'm going to have some lunch and do some research. But let's unplug this so it doesn't start a fire. And then I think we'll probably at least pull the back cover off and investigate this thing a little bit further. See if there's anything obvious that we can easily clean up and make it work better. Because it really is a neat device, toy, instrument, all that. Let's undo some lots of screws. Bolts, screws. Here we go, kids. Probably going to be a time lapse. So I think I've mentioned I used to do HVAC for a living. And I used to have to do this a lot. Because the big panels on the big air conditioning systems have screws like this all over the place. Alright. Is this actually holding something? Yes, I think it is. What do you think, guys? Are you excited? We are not coming loose for some reason. So I'm just trying to see if I'm missing an obvious screw. No, it was just stuck. Bugs. No bugs? Alright. So, wow, it's an actual spring reverb. So that's interesting. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, this thing's cool. I'm glad we did this, kids. So the volume is actually a piece of string going to, there's not even a pulley. Oh yeah, there is a pulley up there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. And then it comes around. Whoa. And is that optical also? It is, isn't it? It's a light sensor. Alright, that should work. I had to flip you over so you could see. But that little flap there is covering, well, the flash is kind of ruining it. Let's see if we can back off a little bit. But that's a photoelectric cell. And so the volume is also controlled optically. That is amazing, in my opinion. I don't see any overly swollen capacitors or anything really exploded at a cursory glance. These are definitely some old electronics. And what I was saying earlier is I'm pretty sure that this is, yeah, reverberation unit. This is a spring reverb. Wow. That's amazing. Holy cow. This thing is really neat. I'm still tripping out that that light cell, I mean, this thing is primitive. Primitive AF. Okay. So, yes. Isn't that neat, guys? So that's bent. Aha. I ain't gonna want to fix that. There's definitely contacts under there that could be cleaned. I'm still amazed by this reverb. Pretty cool if you ask me. Okay. Alright, so that's your power switch. Wow. Far the out, man. Anyway, that's pretty amazing to me. I don't know if y'all appreciate that at all. Just because I don't think it's going to hurt anything, we're going to clean that off real quick. It certainly didn't hurt. So theoretically, we just push this into there. Ugh, what an ingenious design. Ugh. Just shove the glass tube in between the metal springs and then twist it. It's terrifying, actually. I don't like that sound. I don't like anything about this. Hopefully it did something cool. Let's see. It did. It helped. It's definitely louder. Yeah, I like to take things apart and figure out what's wrong with them. I was told from my research to pretty much just start undoing everything you see to take this thing apart. And I got a screw there and a screw there, which at the very least is going to allow these sides to flex a little bit, which will allow me to get this front cover off, which is what we're after right now. Because that's what's going to allow us to, oops, wrong way, to clean the contacts. There's some more screws holding these sides on. They'd be relatively, it looks like we could just loosen them up actually. So we might do that as well. So that should let this top cover come off a lot easier. Yeah. There's still something that stops it. Oh, I see what it is. Yep, okay. Here we go. Oh, something broke. Maybe not. I hope not. I'd rather not break anything. Anyhow, we're just going to set that aside for now. Alright, we got 4 obvious screws right here. That's 3 obvious screws. Oh, wait. I got screws underneath here. Oh. Yep, like I said, these long screws go underneath. The information that I found literally said, just take everything apart. Maybe not in those exact words, but... And I almost bought a manual. I didn't really see any use for it, at least not immediately. But I know that there is a manual available out there if I decide I need it. Very, very interesting. Yeah, so these sides, they have to come off, unfortunately. Does the entire assembly come out? Maybe? I may have to review that other video and see exactly what all he's got taken apart. Because the model that he's working on is, if not identical, darn close to this one. They had several different cabinets. And this is, if I remember correctly, a relatively early one. Where was our model number again? Or, yeah, 7971. So this is going to be out of the first batch, I would say. Not that I know, but that's how I feel about it. Okay, real quick. Beep, beep. There we go. So we did loosen these. I just loosened them. I didn't take them out. But there's also these under here. Under where? Under there. I said underwear. And these are long with square washers. Pew. These are the screws that I did not see. So anybody who's watching this to take apart an Optigan, whatever the heck it's called, we need to take these screws out. And then, theoretically, the entire keyboard tray and player tray will slide out. And, you know, the old one-handed filming thing, not really my thing. Relatively long, round head, Phillips head, wood screws. And I believe, yes, that gives us the freedom to pull that tray out. In theory, this whole assembly, on that side anyway, okay, this side is still attached somewhere. Okay, we're going to try this again, except this time we're going to push from the front. So we're pushing from the front. We got a little bit more out of it. Definitely something still holding us back. So now it's time to find the next thing. Okay, I sort of figured it out. See if I can do it again. Basically, the side does separate and pull this way. Same thing over here. At which point now, maybe, well, I don't need to pull that out. What we're trying to do is get this off. But theoretically, this whole assembly will slide out also. But we now have access to these screws. I don't know if you can see them. 1, 2, 3, 4. That are holding that cover on. How about now? Should be in here very, very shortly. Are you excited? All right, we've still got something holding us back, and it may be the logo that the light shines through. No, that's connected by a wire. I see what it is. So underneath there's a bracket that has a screw through it. And it's actually L-shaped. Thing is that it still is not coming off, which means that there is still something else that I'm missing. Alright, so we're rocking on something right here. This half is free. That's right, folks. Smoke Shop is going to be your YouTube source of Optigan disassembly information. Found another screw. Oh, there. And through that hole, up there, there's a screw. Right there by the spider web. I don't have my glasses on, but I think you can see it. Another hidden one. Little sneakers. Sneaky guys. Alright, that's going to be the screw that frees us up. That's what she said. Or better yet, title of your sex tape. That is the screw from underneath. And now, theoretically, we can at least sort of attempt to. Now that other bracket has us. Oh yeah. All right, we're free. We're free, guys. We're free. All right. Now we can get to, oh yeah, the issues. So, I think we'll go into drone mode. That is the bottom. Again, we have foam that has just deteriorated completely. And all these contacts do, these are the buttons, if you didn't realize, it's just a physical plastic button. And then what they're doing, again, the rest of the foam is right here. And they're pressing down on these little contacts. So what we have to do, and again, I'm probably going to research this a little bit more, but theoretically, there's probably, yeah, a couple more screws and this plate will probably come off. This plate will probably come off. Anyhow, what we need to clean is these contacts in here and get rid of this crap foam. If there needs to be foam there, we have alternate foam pieces, but I don't think that it needs to be there. I did download the manual, so that was how I discovered where those other screws were. Anywho, you ever wondered what the inside of an Optigan was? Optigan? Optigan. You probably didn't, because you probably hadn't heard of an Optigan until this video came out. Although, once it's out there for a little while, people that are searching for it will find it. That's a ground, I guess. Also, there's a washer on that one and a crown strap or something there. This one has that bracket. This one also has a washer. Okay, so this holds the whole thing together. Oh, that one's got a washer as well. There, what I want to do is try and dump this out there. Yes, like that. Alright, so now we're just going to flip that over carefully. And again, assuming that you're still recording, you can see how filthy that is. That is what's preventing it from working, strangely enough. What do we want? Air for starters? Okay. Compressed air activated. Okay, so this whole thing moves, huh? In which case, oh, wow, is that the sensor too? I don't think so. Okay, so the actual light sensor is over here. Does this come off the board? Or would that just be crazy? Yeah, I think that would be crazy. Well, I'm just going to go for it. So yeah, we need to clean all that. And I believe what we're going to utilize is alcohol, because that's what I saw somebody else using. So we'll just try this one. Well, that's a lot of alcohol. Wow. Well, kids, if I'm going to try and get these clean, I think this is going to take a while. Okay, guys, another tip that I read somewhere. I haven't even really looked in the manual. I did go ahead and get the service manual. But another tip that I heard was using a pencil eraser. And for these, I mean, it's shining the contacts up better. It's still not really removing these black marks. It's doing better. What I'm not sure about is if I can safely hit it with just a little piece of steel wool or something. So anyway, like I said, I'm just going to keep at it and try and get these contacts clean. And then we'll throw it back together and see what it does, if we get any better sound out of it. The amplifier circuit seemed to only be playing, it did not seem to be playing the keyboard part, the organ part, very loudly. A quick skim through the service manual had a couple of possibilities that I can check, but if it's going to get into any type of electrical testing or soldering or anything like that, we're not going to get into that, or at least not right now. Again, my goal for this video was unknown at the start, but at this point is to get this thing, all these contact points cleaned back up, put this back together, and see if we can get it to at least play the chord section somewhat reliably. I'm going to scrape this with a fingernail, see if that does anything. Not really. So let's just clean them up as good as we can. And like I said, we'll see what happens from there. So without question, this is the best way to clean these. I'm just taking a regular pencil eraser and I'm cleaning it off regularly. But we'll take this one here and I'm just hitting it like I was erasing the whole square. Rectangle. And I'm trying to kind of hit it like a random orbital and change directions a lot. Not because I'm concerned about leaving scratches, but I want to just hit it from every angle and try and knock this grime. And these the little black marks where the springs are actually contacting are the worst parts. And those are the parts that need to be cleaned. So we're going to get it as clean as we can with this. Like I said, I just wanted to show you real quick. I'm cleaning that eraser every time. And it's picking up all kinds of stuff. So we may make a couple of passes. That's got two good black marks there. And you can hit it with the, or I'm hitting it with the flat side as well as the edge. And all of which seems to be working. What? I don't think I'm going to be able to get the black off. The black it looks to me like it's from heat. So I don't know if it's because it's carrying a circuit on this thin sheet metal and it just gets that hot, or if there's something else to it. But what I'm trying to remove is the little deposits, smuts, the crap that's on there. I'd like the black to be gone and make it look all pretty again. but what I really need is for it to make contact and conduct electricity. Hey, we're already recording. So, I would like to get this other foam off of here. What we have here is a little spade connector that's connecting that to, again, I guess a ground. And then we have this, which is the light, what transfers the light from here to there. It's fiber optics, basically. Anyhow, let's see if we can get that off of there without damaging anything. There's nothing, this is just a physical button presser. There's nothing electrical here. And I don't even know if you could see what I was doing when I just made it so that you could, even though I didn't, if that makes any sense. So, all I was trying to do is get that extra foam out of there. Now we're going to reattach this and place this back where it goes. Probably not going to screw anything down. I just want to make the connection and lose that label again. I wonder if that's how it got lost the first time. Anyway, so kids, don't try this at home. I am a licensed professional. I live dangerously sometimes. Hopefully we don't fry anything. So all the miners are working. We did get the drums all working. The amazing Optigan. Really not that amazing. Not quite working right. Pretty cool though, huh? You know you like it. Was that as entertaining for you as it was for me? Not at all, shouted the crowd. I agree. So instead of folk and other moods, guitar 4/4, let's find something more entertaining. We have quite a selection, mind you, including the starter set, which includes Latin Fever. What is this one? It's the one that's messed up a little bit. This is the lens cleaner, which actually wouldn't hurt any to run through there. I don't remember where exactly to do it, but I think it's something like that. All right. What do we got here? Romantic strings, not interested. Guitar and 3/4 time. Maybe. Banjo sing-along, definitely. Romantic strings, no. Banjo sing-along, yes. Matter of fact, we're just going to go straight in with that one. Banjo sing-along. Did I say string-along? I meant to say sing-along. So, just in case you happen to get excited and get one of these, you do not clean these discs with water. If you do, it will screw them up. You actually need to get film cleaner for like camera film. Pop piano plus guitar. Latin fever. What? Definitely. Big organ. Have I told you about my big organ? Hey, I have doubles of the big organ and drums. You know what that means? That means I can sell one. Maybe make some money. Because I don't have any money. I need money. Alright, big organ and drums. Alright, where are we at? Banjos? This is just one sleeve, by the way. There's a whole stack of sleeves down in there. Let's go with banjo. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, it's spoons. Ha ha. Latin fever was the one we wanted. How about that? Man, this thing's in good shape. Let's shove it in here and mess it all up. Okay, I'm done playing. This is stupid. I quit. Well, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this footage. But it's better than cleaning the shop, I guess. Either way, just in case I actually turn this into a video, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.